What's up, nerds? Welcome to our Saturday edition of the Arcadia National Podcast. We are here to answer our weekly question. What is your nerd claim to fame? This go around very quickly. I'm J-Lo.
Dave.
Amy.
Tim from Niceburn.
Sarah.
And we're here to talk about our nerdy claim to fame and then send it around to the world. So, Amy, do you want to kick us off real quick?
Well, guys, I have been to every PAX East that there has ever been. I am the second-ranked Arconoid player at Arcadia, and I beat Super Mario Bros. 3 on NES when I was in high school.
That is quite a claim. Every PAX East. What was the first year of PAX East?
I don't know, but I was in school in Boston at the time, and Patrick came down and was like, "We're gonna go to this thing."
Absolutely.
And that's when you fell in love.
That's a great
I
idea.
fell in love a lot longer before that, but
Nice.
I fell in love with PAX East.
That's rad. Tim, do you have a nerdy claim to fame for us?
I really don't. I watched more video games than I played growing up because I had an older brother. But nerdy claim to fame will have to be, we went over this, I got kicked out of a Portland Sea Dogs game because of Laser Pointer in the 90s.
Okay.
When they were a Marlins
Yes.
affiliate.
I think this sounds like it could be more of a story.
It's really not much of a story. My friend that was at the game with us had just gotten a laser pen because, it was like Pogs are out, laser pens are in.
Yep, 100%.
And,
I love Pogs. My
he-
slammers are so good.
He was like, look, I can point it at the umpire's butt. Look, I can point it at the pitcher's face. And then the pitcher was like, wait a minute, stop the game, point in the stands. And long story short, I didn't get to finish my nachos that day.
Oh, that's hard.
Womp womp.
Nerd.
All right, so my claim to fame is that when I was in high school, I was the treasurer of the Future Engineers Club.
Adorable.
Wow. What did the Future
Yeah.
Engineers Club do?
Oh, we made things with a plastic mold vacuum
Plastics. Very
Maker thing?
futuristic.
Features plastics.
programmed robots. We had BattleBots night, guys.
Holy
That sounds
shit.
awesome.
It was great. Oh
That
man, it was so
rules.
good. And we went on a field trip to go see the Particle Collider.
It's like, I want to make fun of you, but all that sounds really cool.
That sounds like things I want to do now.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
It's like the Futurama joke, Super Collider, I hardly know her. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, the Super Collider. My nerdy claim to fame, aside from coming second in the Push Fight tournament, the inaugural Push Fight tournament
I think
at
I know what
PAX
this is going to be.
South, you do. I have a few server firsts in the World of Warcraft.
Wow.
And my goodness gracious, has my life changed since then. Yeah, I don't even care to list them because
Yes. Paladin server first?
Warlock.
Okay, Warlock.
My guildmate was a Paladin server first.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my life.
Cool.
Before I came to Maine. So we're gonna send it over to a few of our voice memo send-ins. Oh, Dave, you had one earlier.
Yes, I did. I mean, aside from the amount of acne I had in 7th grade, I would say my nerdy claim to fame would be winning the PAX South Dominion Seaside Championship and having a medal that I will gladly parade around the bar. And when I go to fancy dinners, I like to wear
Having
it.
seen it, having been there, it was quite a fight. We're going to listen to our first voice memo send-in from Scott Leland and see what he has to say about his nerdy claim to fame.
Hello, National Podcast. So, nerd claim to fame. There is no single video game that I am better at than Burnout 1 for the GameCube. So much so that I had a tournament with a bunch of my friends in high school, and I beat all of them using just my feet for the whole tournament. Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis in video games.
Thank you, Scott.
My left
My left Burnout.
Burnout
Oh, wow.
1 as
Great.
Now, wait, hold on. Am I remember Burnout? Is that the game where you get into crashes on purpose?
Yes.
Okay, that's an awesome game.
It is very
Crashing
good.
cars for points.
Hell yeah.
You sent your email.
yeah.
Andy, I'm sorry.
It
It's
is
316 when we're recording this, by the way, so a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin isms.
All right, our next voice memo send-in is from Rob Foley. Some of us have an idea of what this might be.
It better be this.
And we'll see if that is actually the case.
Hi, this is Robert Foley, and I'm calling in from the bathroom of Arcadia National Bar. And my nerd claim to fame is that I'm the 2002 Magic the Gathering Maine State Champion. And on top of that, I actually won on my birthday. So yeah, love the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed this.
One on his birthday.
Totally.
We let him win. They knew it was his
The
birthday.
fix was in.
Yes.
His,
No, I've
his
actually
mom went there first, like, God, it's his birthday.
I've actually heard part of the story, and there's a release that happened very close to that championship date, and he had figured out the mechanic, and it was wonderful.
I will say I am looking forward to more calls from the Arcadia bathroom on these questions.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it doesn't have to be exclusively in the Arcadia bathroom, but please do call in
From
and-
bathrooms around the world.
around the world. And
And
we
I-
look forward to your answers to next week's question.
Which is, if I may,
You may.
we would like to know who is your favorite wrestler of all time and why. This can be living or dead, current or retired,
Amateur or professional.
amateur or professional. Your answer can be Dave Aceto. Dave, what was your professional wrestling name?
Back in WTW, which was Wicked Treacherous Wrestling.
Wicked treacherous
in the
wrestling.
backyard,
Wicked
in the
treacherous.
backwoods of Lyman, Maine. I was both an individuals competitor as the Scotsman, and then Tim and I had a tag team known
Sure
as the
did.
Scottish Firemen.
Because
Wow.
Because his
I
character was a fireman.
I
Are
was a
either
fireman.
of you Scottish?
Sadly, no.
Are either of you firemen?
Not to this
Neither
day.
have we fought.
Didn't
but we
pan out.
set quite a few fires. back
Yes,
in the day.
we have been number one contenders for the title for about 15 years.
Any minute now, we're like the Dudley Boys. You know, we're gonna go back and get them.
Yep.
Well, if you'd like to get the tables and send us in a voice recording at the email address,
Which is Arcadia National Podcast at gmail.com.
Or tweet us.
At Arcadia_podcast.
Twitter's dead, Cormac.
you too can appear on the Arcadia National Podcast.
It's just that easy. So here's this mini episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. Play more games, watch more wrestling, play more pinball, be more nerdy. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you. Goodbye.
guys.
Bye.